welcome to Goodwood. I'm in my suit already. We've just been told that we've actually got a run out now up the hill at 3 o'clock, which is an hour and a quarter earlier than we thought, because it's going to be Driftcarna. It is Thursday. Here we go. So yeah, there's the Zed. There the rest of the guys who are about to warm up and hopefully put on a good show. So let's see how this first run goes. Wish me luck, guys. So this is the start or pre-start at Goodwood. So Zed is lined up with everyone as usual. I have to be first, hooray! But look at the other hardware we're lined up with. So all these boys need to go off before we do. We've got a little bit of space to warm the tyres up down there, and then I think we'll go straight up then, get on the start line, and yeah, send it. I'm at the top of the hill, still shaking. Definitely bodged the donut in front of the house, but my god, what an experience. Up here now, put on a good show. Nice little front clip on the snow, on the bales up there. The boys were loving it. I'm loving it. The cameraman was getting in on it as well. What a rush. Right, time for round 2. So just at the top of the hill, chilling after Driftcarna. Now watching the big screen in the distance over there, where we can watch the rest of them come up. Mr. Quinn has just come up and done an amazing parking manoeuvre. Obliterated the white barriers, but man, they put on an epic show. And then we just walked down here, and then we're chilling out with Mr. Dean and Mr. Pastrana himself as well. So yeah, what an experience this is so far. That's the end of driving for me today. So get out of this race suit, get a shower, and enjoy the rest of the racing. So see you tomorrow. So here we go with day 2 at Goodwood. Just been over in the drivers club there, having a nice breakfast and coffee with the boys at the rally stage. So now gonna walk up, leaving Brett up here. He's gonna watch the top of the hill when we come up at 9:10. I'm now off to go and get the VIP shuttle up there. Hopefully a nice Range Rover will waft me down the hill. I can go and get suited and booted, get the car ready, and then hopefully put on another good show. The weather is phenomenal today. Praying that it somehow manages to burn the rain off for tomorrow, because the last thing we want is a wet Saturday when all the crowds are here. But yeah, focus on today, put another good couple of shows on. Hill climb this morning, Driftcarna this afternoon, and yeah, take you around the sights a little bit of what we can see at Goodwood. So I'm in my race suit already. It's all seems to be kicking off particularly fast this morning. Zed is warming up. This absolute monster arrived last night from France. Paul is also feeling the pressure because this morning he's actually got the ITV live stream going into his car. So feeling the pressure? Yeah, man. Just saying to these guys that, yeah, obviously you've got the actual ITV live stream going into the car.
Yeah, no pressure then.
Yeah. Good luck to Paul on that one. For the rest of the guys, I know Martin was working on his gearbox last night. Tess had a bit of a steering issue. Obviously these boys are always flying, so yeah, it's going to be a hell of a first lap out.
Again, he's got all of his sensors with 1100 there. Okay, right, who do we have here then? The 350Z. Ian Phillips in the 350Z here. I love the little wrap on it, it looks great. Looks like a little Terry's chocolate orange, doesn't it? Right. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. So he's taking it of a little bit more of a considered approach, I would say. Considered, but you know what? For a lot of people this weekend, this is the first time they've come up on the hill. So if I was driving, I would, the first run would be very much Mr. Easy. So probably be in the wall, really, wouldn't I, Tessa?
No, don't put yourself down like that.
So I want your opinion on Ian Phillips coming in here.
Okay,
Look,
yeah, he's just coming in now.
he's here. He's by the wall ride.
Yeah, got.
There we go. Lovely.
Good. All
Straight
four
in.
lights.
He did.
Good, yeah.
He set off all 4 beacons, yeah, so he'll definitely get his points there. So we have our results here. A bit more of a reserve run there from Ian Phillips, so he's not going to reflect too well on his score, but we have a score. So we have here Ian, who's just stepped out of his 350Z there. You can almost hear it humming away. She's very hot out there.
Yes.
How was it for you? I know this is your first time up the hill.
Oh, I'm still shaking. I was up here yesterday, but man, the feeling you get coming up this prestigious place is out of this world. And also being able to come and do the donuts in front of the crowd up here, getting the vibe from everyone is just tremendous.
Isn't it, Biz? It's such a buzz, and how delighted are we all to be back here at Goodwood, bringing drifting to the masses.
Exactly, you know, this it's so nice to see this finally happening again. Obviously, we had Speed Week last week, it was a great taster, but to actually see everyone out here back enjoying motorsport, Goodwood obviously is fantastic for all realms of motorsport as well, and it's great to see drifting actually getting up there as well, so good to see it.
Brilliant, thank you so much.
No problem, thank you.
Thank you. Right.
So back in after Driftcana. Sorry I didn't speak to you earlier. I wasn't actually allowed to do my first run this morning because I didn't have one of these. So I was told to stand and wait, had a proper walk of shame as they were then letting all the other drivers from the batch go past. And I then had to run and sign on. But, you know, live and learn. I definitely wasn't in any mood to talk to anyone at that point. But we've been out now, had a blast. Walk into the F1 paddock with the boys. Because I have to get my helmet stamped now to make sure that that's fine. But luckily I wasn't the only one that had that problem. So I'm in exceptionally hot jeans. We're going to go and change the diff on the 350 to give me a little bit more kind of freedom in third gear. But then we're just going to go and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the rest of the show.
We can vouch they are very hot jeans.
They are very hot jeans. And as easy as that, the boys have done it. So yeah, back on the deck. 3.7 diff is in now. Nick was passing tools, Brett and Steph were under the car. Yeah, definitely a lot easier and obviously a lot nicer to do it today whilst it's super sunny and dry. So time to go and actually watch some driving for a change. Got dirty knee Brett. Woo!
That's how I get passenger laps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not from me. So I do pay for work that the boys do to my car. Ice creams all around.
Ice cream.
Hey! I got a very interesting version. Kind of looks like it's wearing a hat. But yeah. Hashtag mine is very much cooler than yours.
Yeah, it is.
Up towards Morecambe, probably not using all 1200 brake horsepower. gets to the Malcolm crossing and starts to do donuts. This is Ian Phillips on his way. First time he's ever been to Goodwood Festival of Speed, and he was just beside himself yesterday. He didn't do the fastest of runs up the hill yesterday, but I think he was soaking in the atmosphere, because when he got to the top and Becky Evans, our Drift Corner commentator, talked to him, he was really humbled by the occasion.
Yeah, and if any of you have a chance, you must get up to the top paddock to see these cars arrive there, because whilst noise cars come to the top paddock and park up, these cars, there's another show in itself just at the top paddock as they come in, they do donuts. During the competition, they have to parallel park, not as you or I would do in Safeway car park, or Sainsbury's car park, but and then they'll do huge number of donuts, and it's such a great spectacle. So get up to the top paddock.
So there's Ian Phillips heading now up through Bolton Corner. I'm trying to convince myself it's drying out. I'm not sure it is much for the moment, but anyway, Ian Phillips doesn't mind. He's revelling in the occasion. Of course, as you were saying, Ed, it does at least get the cars even more sideways, but they want it to be dry because then they can really show what they're capable of for the Drift Car competition coming up later this afternoon. No, rain still falls, doesn't it? Certainly at the top of the hill. Wiper on, even flames spitting from underneath, which is another part and parcel of this. And whenever you think about drifting, and look at the way that it's grown over the last 5 years, never mind the last decade, one thing you've got to give all the guys credit for is the quality, the level of presentation and preparation of the cars. These aren't old bangers, these are proper bits of kit.
Hitting the top spot, there's 1,000 points to give, and he's just not giving it to anybody. Ian Biz coming off the line here in his 350Z. I kind of think it looks like an orange twirl. I think it's like the wrapper of the Cadbury. So this is our last car coming up the hill now. Ian Biz Phillips. I know that he's so excited to be here this weekend. It's such a privilege to be showing off in front of Lord March and his wonderful Goodwood house. I know that I was talking to him earlier and he said he was a little bit nervous because he's always sitting there and thinking, I have no idea what the conditions are like. So far this is looking like quite a safe run, but at least he's getting it down the track nicely. Oh, coming into the barrels here. Terry, over to you.
You can see he's a lot more confident from yesterday, even though the conditions are a lot worse. Him himself is, you know, he's happy now. He knows what to expect, and I think he's doing a great job. He's feeding himself in gently, which is the right way to go, to be fair. And he's got another day tomorrow. The sun's going to be out, and he's going to impress everybody, I'm sure.
He's got his hand out the window. He's loving it. You can definitely see the track's drying up there. We've got a lovely bit of tyre smoke. That's my favourite thing about having drift cars here at Goodwood, is to just really bring the noise. We're like the naughty ones that they keep inviting back. So, up by the flint wall there. Up through the little... It's drying up very much so through there. So he's just feeling out the grip, finding out where the edges of it are. Nice through there. Oh, careful through the hay bales. Loving it. So I have with me Steve Bagsby now. Steve, I know you had a long night last night. Dare I even ask about it with the cars, having to go back and get your PS13?
Yeah, it wasn't too long for me. I just I sent the team back to get the competition car. I wanted to try and do a little bit better in Drift Corner. The GTR is so new. It's got this brand new body kit on it. I don't really want to try and put it through its paces too hard just yet. So I decided to get the PS13 and try and bring a bit more of the show. I knew it was going to be wet today as well, and I've not driven that car yet in the rain, so just decided to play it safe, go and get the competition car that we're used to driving in Drift Masters, and yeah, try and put a better show on than what I could have done with the GTR.
Well, you did a great job, Steve. Let's have a quick look, see what Ian Biz is up to here. Lovely stuff. Everybody cheering there for him. It's been a big weekend for him so far. Let's have a quick look at his points. I don't think he managed to get it into the parking bay there. Oh, 770 points, 481 for parking, 500 for style points, 3,279 points there. And he's just oiling the tyres off the back of it. Just for fun. My goodness, the noise from that thing.
Now we're in the holding pen at the bottom of the hill with the other drifters because we had to come and refuel here. But man, that was so much fun. top of the hill as well, doing a massive burnout. How Kev absolutely screaming at me to grab another gear with Axel and the rest of the drifters. It was so good to put on a show with those guys even watching as well. So yeah, proper beaming. Got a bit of damage to repair. It seems like the suspension has been slowly getting itself taller on this side, which has then caused the wheel to go back and hit the skirt, which has now made the door can't open. So yeah, we've got a bit of work to do in the pits now, but yeah, nothing can bring me down from this. This was epic. So yeah, that is Saturday done. Let's bring on the fireworks and some more pictures this evening, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. So it's a hive of activity here. It turns out it wasn't actually as simple as we thought. it wasn't the suspension unwinding. I think the new FDF kit is now mounted in a slightly different position on where the banana arm would normally join in onto the 350Z. And it's actually slightly pushed the pin back. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a quick fix just so we can do the last 2 runs up the hill tomorrow. Not ideal. Brett is now taking the skirt off. Steph is now working on taking off the rose joint, so we can just do a quick adjustment on there to get the caster back where it should be, and hopefully the position of the wheel. And then once we've done that, that'll be free for us to go up tomorrow. And then there'll be a bit of work for me to do back when I'm back in the workshop. I need to make an extra brace like the standard 350 has. Probably a little bit lazy, I should have done that before, but yeah, we will live and learn as always.
You having fun?
Always having fun.
Get it in and not.
Working on cars, especially a drift car. I mean, that's just cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a
I'm
mechanic
just
to drift.
wondering whether or not we should just get the...
I've got no stickers on my car to be fair.
Right.
M5 please. High five, M5. High five.
Whoa, calm it, I'm working on it. I have a... Oh, we might end up just having...
Jesus Christ, boy! Do it again, do it again, do it again! Oh man! This is brilliant! Through the finish line! Finish!
Well, Sunday morning here for me, bit of an ambivalent day for me. So happy still to be here running this awesome hill in this thing, but a little bit sad that the experience is almost over. But anyway, the car is looking hot. George has managed to get his car back together. Unfortunately, the Charger came to a bit of a hard stop yesterday, which is a shame, but it's looking dry, weather's looking good, so yeah, put on a good show for the last 2 runs today. Plenty of smoke out the back of this thing. I'm very sorry, sir. I apologise.
Oh mate.
The hair is spot on actually.
Okay, we have now Ian Biz Phillips, and he's off. I know that he has really enjoyed himself here this weekend. It's his first time on the Goodwood Hill. He's been doing such a good job. He's had no offs anywhere. Okay. Coming into the barrels. Oh, good set. Here we go. He's got his hand out the window. He's enjoying himself. What an amazing weekend for him. Terry, what are you thinking of the style so far? It's a little bit stop-starty, but he's getting it. He's getting the job done.
It is a little bit stop-starty, but like you say, he's had a great time like all of the guys. I have to say they've all done a magnificent job this week. But, you know, everybody, including yourself, Becky, to be honest, it's a big event for you guys. All of the cars have looked immaculate. The guys are all driving superb. They are trying to show off, which is what they all do.
100%.
So he's doing a great job. The two boys that have got the top points from me this weekend so far, as you know, they deserve it. So it's to earn that big 1,000 points, you've really got to pull it out of the bag.
Well, it's quite the party atmosphere at the top of the hill here. Everybody's come round to watch the last runs. And I can see Ian Biz flying up here. I've actually managed to catch up with Steve Bagsy. Bagsy, great run. We were just absolutely sat on the limiter up there. But did you notice that the parking bay looked a tiny bit smaller?
Yeah, I do. I definitely feel like I've been stitched up here. I'm not sure if it was Paul Smith, Jules Barkley, James Dean. One of them stitched me up for sure. I'm looking forward to hopefully next year having our Drift Arena back.
Absolutely.
I feel like the hill is fantastic for us to showcase drifting in a positive light, but I feel like the Drift Carnival would definitely work better in our Drift Arena.
Yes.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, next year we'll have it back.
Well, here's Ian Biz coming in to the wall ride. He set off all the beacons. Here he is. Just feathering the throttle there and parking it absolutely lovely in the bay. I think they made it bigger again, so he's lucky. So we're going to catch up with James Dean because nobody has managed to knock him off the top spot, which I know he will be happy about. My goodness. Bringing the noise here. My goodness. I would say we definitely are the noisiest bunch on the Goodwood Hill. So having a look at the results now. So in first place it is the Irishman James Dean coming in with 5,650 points. In second, Kevin Quinn. In third, Martin Richards, followed by Ian Phillips. A great first showing for Ian Phillips there. Axel Hildebrand in fifth, Steve Baggioni in sixth, Paul Smith in seventh, and George Barkley in eighth. What an amazing day. Really, really high scores there. And also Terry's given out his 2 golden eggs.
I have, like I said, they deserved it. We've got dry weather. The guys were going to go for it.
Thank you so much there, Terry. Great job. James Dean.
Sum up Goodwood Festival of Speed then, dude. How's it been?
Oh man, it's an absolute lost for words moment right now. What an honour it's been to drive this hill and put a show on for all these people, but also having a blast doing it at the same time. It has been insane.
You've done yourself proud, mate. Done yourself proud.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
You've done us all proud, dude. It's been so good.
Especially with the 4th at the end.
Yeah.
So happy with that.
4th overall against some massive names. Oh, I feel like I need to be
Also, I'd like to invite all the drifters and all the stunt drivers who've entertained us so much this weekend. So please, if you're a racing driver, come up here. I'm sorry about the weather.